Hello, everybody. Sorry for being late. Had to do some things, get some stuff done, but we're continuing. We're going to be doing stream today. Probably for 2 hours or so. Yeah, late stream. Do apologize for that, but I had some things to do today, so I get some food in me as well. So, but besides that, we're still going to continue Final Fantasy 16. I did grab the DLC for it because we're coming close to that portion of the game, so we'll be doing those at some point in the game. I have to get to specific storylines in order to access them or do anything with them, so we'll figure that out as we go. Also, welcome in, Slim. But yeah, I'm gonna get that started right now. Yeah, we elite stream in here. So yeah, I got the DLC for this, and I also got my hands on Elden Ring Night Night Rain is fully accessible and downloadable. So when the game launches, we can play it. I'll be back a bit. Uh, Driving and traffic, bad AM, gotcha. We will continue the Final Fantasy 16 storyline. Hopefully, it'll continue for me. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, back to the origins, but I think I have to get my hands on the origin, is what it's called. So we're close to that, and even then, I'm probably still gonna get it. So. Alright, Otto. Let's talk.
Still alive, I see.
Yep.
Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
All hands on deck. Yes. That giant thing we're at the fight or something.
Everyone.
This is everyone.
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin.
Origin.
Now, the
There you go.
significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records.
Yep.
To the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. decay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the Halls of Origin.
In the Halls of Origin, yep.
Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that
Yeah,
right?
don't worry.
Right.
We'll figure things out.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
I gotta talk to Joshua. Brother in arms. See how he's doing.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one
Yeah,
has
a
the
chain
will to
can
break
be
it,
smashed,
it won't be easy.
destroyed.
It may take generations.
Nothing to hold you back.
Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
Our fight. We do this together.
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins.
Ifrit. Your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this. If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
Yes, he does.
We are in your debt, Dion. We can speak of debts when this is over.
And if he survives. Hopefully he will survive, but we'll see.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Here, I might check to see any side things I have left. I already did that one. Let's see what on the wall we got. Oh, we're still missing a lot more. According to the game, unless I'm missing something, like there's like a 2 or 3 I'm missing like here in the one spot. That's fine. Figure something out.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now.
Mm-hmm.
This is where our
No
journey
turning
was
back.
leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
Oop. Sorry about that. Oop.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
There we go.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah. Fight Origin.
It's almost time.
Oh god, suddenly a lot of side quests. Let's see what we got here. Okay, is it reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask you aid in a personal matter. Prohibit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists an ancient text deemed to states the modern thought that mere possession is deemed a prime, and it is a chance to encounter with one such tome from a distance. That sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in claiming the text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Still got another one. In a mood. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all the time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something's ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with his supply in antelope bones.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Okay, we got a lot more quests to grab. Alrighty then.
First the skies.
Oh, what's going on with this?
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want?
We have the Defender +1. Ooh. Cycle of Heaven, Sun. Yeah, this would be the next evolution right there. Getting that and getting this. But apparently there's more. So.
Should last you a good while.
Yeah, that will. Oh, I need materials for that. Okay. So I need stained loincloth for this with the orichalcum, but I don't think I can get that yet. I can definitely craft this.
No scratches, right?
But I can't craft the next cycle of the heaven. And sign a bracelet with. Sure, why not?
You can thank me later.
I still need clutch mines, which I don't know where to get clutch mines. I have 16 of it somewhere, so I could probably check that out in my inventory. What's we got back to origins.
Say what you will.
Oh, why is that so slow? Why is that? Oh, don't be like that. Ooh. Oh, I didn't know I had this, all this in here. These are just hideaway songs. These are weapons. I think that's Cloud's Buster Sword right there. Which isn't that great. I can claim them all. Okay, let's go talk to Torkel. See what he's up to. How you doing, boy?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Huh?
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly.
Yeah, you've been
last
paying
2
a lot
summers.
to Torkel.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Oops, that's where I did not want to go. Let's see. Where's that material? Ah, here it is. Found it. For centuries, these strange ice-shaped clusters, egg-shaped clusters. Alright. Okay, so I'm assuming I have to go to Waylude to get those, so we're gonna grab every single quest before we do anything.
What do you think happened to Miss...
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
I'm just like clouds.
Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us?
Yeah, we'll cheer Mid up.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
I want to grab all the quests, but this quest is closer than this area.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything
What if I
else?
can fly in the air and go in the water and fly at the same time? Just
I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Mididol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
Okay, we're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna like kind of just loop around and grab everything here.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
All right, Toggle. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
We'll have to see.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved. But such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
Yeah, the state of the world is kind of messed
But I
up.
was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain
everything
some
for survival.
semblance of order, yes.
Yeah.
But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always
Clive
been a man
personally?
of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Oh, it won't be at once. We still have quests
Rutherford
to
is
get.
already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
So we still have side quests to do. Or to grab in this area.
Ah, Clive.
Hey, there's a will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
We'll leave when I grab all the quests that I need to grab. Don't leave without a quest.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Then we go together.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Let's just hope so. I could prioritize that quest. Oh, hello.
I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll
We
let
need
the
plenty of
initiate know that
scouts.
you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do.
Adamantium.
And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. I talked to her.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me,
Okay.
Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Sorry, but just quiet. Just, listen to dialogue, see what's going on.
Clive. How may I help you today?
Okay, look at all of this.
Here you are. Very good.
I feel like there's another quest. It's up there. Let's go take a look. Oh, it's all the way back where mid is? God damn it. That's fine. I'll do this thing real quick over here, and then we'll go. Gotta talk to Hypocrisy.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is. Of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the Executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well.
Yeah, I could do that.
When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
That's gonna get updated.
I have quite the find for you today.
Barber bit. One of fled the village. Okay.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. You are always welcome, Clive.
Now I gotta do one more thing, and I gotta go over to...
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen her.
Oh, we gotta go up. Okay.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
Ugh.
I lost so many. I
Really bad.
can't even remember all their names.
You know, I could probably
But
just
they
go
must
there.
be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You are a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Yeah, Ash is too dangerous.
Please, even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
I shall be doing all these quests. Okay, is that everything in this area in particular? Alrighty then. To the world map. There's none here. So I have 2 in Rosaria. I got one over by the port and one over by the docks. You got 3 in Dominion, or the Dalmatia. 4 in Dalmatia, actually. Got 2 in Waylude. Two over here in the south, Sanguine. Start with quests here in Rosaria. Then we'll do the north, we'll go up to North Reach and do these. We'll come down here, do these 4, and then we'll do the Waylude ones. We'll start with this one. No, which one's this one? Ah, here we go.
It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
Well, hello.
This one. It's over.
None over here. There has to be more. Oh, there it is.
This should be enough.
Okay, that means there's nothing here left to do in this spot, so we gotta go over here. To the port. To help Torkel. Come on, Torkel. Well, hold on. We haven't been able to give Torkel pets. He deserves pets. You'll get another one.
After it.
I guess we're going to the island real quick.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy.
You don't want to swim?
I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
That boat won't hold a third. I'm very certain it will. I think it'll be fine. What were you trying to find, Torkel?
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Yeah. Aw.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
You find something? Oh, his old sword.
This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Oh.
Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Torkel has more to show us.
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going.
This is a nice view of Rosaria right there. Look at that.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Yay. Sorry, that was just such a beautiful moment. Showing us more of like the past and like what happened in between certain time periods and
Sorry
stuff.
for the wait.
Or beforehand.
We're ready.
Are you coming? Yeah, Torko's best boy. Welcome in, Moose. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Torko's best boy. That talked about her strings a little bit right there, because, like, you know. That's why every opportunity I get, I always get the chance to pet Torkoal. Like right now.
Azir might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Yeah, man, that quest tugged the heart so much. I think that point is where I truly fell in love with this game. Yeah. Hope I'm doing pretty good. Stream was a bit late for today because I had to do some things. I had some stuff to do before I could actually sit down and stream for a bit.
I'm nervous.
Okay, here we go.
Well met, Sid. This is the Initiate. Ember,
Initiate.
present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
Who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out.
Yeah, let me
taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
Hey, Cooge, welcome in. How you doing? Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's multiple eggs. Oh geez.
Not far from here is an Imperial lookout.
That clip must have been.
The guards there record all their sightings.
Welcome in, Cooch. How you been doing? I've been doing pretty good. Stream was a bit late on my end because I've had to do some things. So.
Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial
During
outpost
16 now.
and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
Well, let's just see if he can do that.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. Alright, Ember.
But yeah, I've been doing pretty good.
Impress me.
Okay, he went to the northern regions parts. I need to go inside the place and do that quest. Right now I'm just doing a bunch of side quests because we unlocked the where is it? Right, the Origin. This is called the Origin. And I have acquired the DLCs. So we do have the DLCs, so we're going to do those as well. Because I knew for a fact that I wanted to do those, get my hands on them and just go do them at this point.
Your town needs you. I need you.
Now we're going to talk to you.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every
Versus the
able-bodied
Duke.
man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so
Just
Philippe
at
was
work?
compelled to form
Gotcha.
a citizens' watch to fill the
Work be
void.
work.
And though my dear boys have been characteristically
Did Callie, I
willing to
was
assist
working
in
today,
this,
but
they
at the
want
same point,
bodies.
I not gonna be able
So
to
I
get
was wondering if you
get
would
to
help
working
in
in
Austria,
for another like
that the people of Northreach might sleep easier,
week or two.
if only for a few nights.
Because I realized that
Of course. Whatever you need.
I thought I was gonna be working next week, but then
What would I do without
or working more next
Philippe
week,
told
but
me he had
I had to wait
one station
another
left.
week.
Where
So
can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, My father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason.
Of course.
No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every
Serve the
sacrifice
Empire.
to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him.
Yeah.
By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us.
So what was the lady you got? Yeah, I got.
While I understand your
If I remember correctly, I got that. I got. We're at the very end of the game here. Like we're at like the origin point of the game, kind of. If you know what I mean.
If you will extend me the same courtesy.
I have every single icon. I have, well, not including the DLC icon.
She certainly has spirit.
Which is its own icon.
But unfortunately for
and
us,
then
that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve.
Yeah.
Which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that
you beat it? Nice.
This is all about
did you play through the DLC at all? Because that's what I'm gonna try to do as well.
Where were we?
I wanted to get through like the DLC as
yes.
well.
I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Okay. That's all good. I just wanted to try them out because I knew for a fact that they do have... I'm not sure if they do have anything to do with the story. I don't know. But I wanted to try them out. Awesome. I realized I shouldn't do that during like cutscene type style thing. I shouldn't do like an automatic shadow during the cutscene style thing. Oh, that clip did not go through. Oh, what was the DLC? It should be the Echoes of... I think I have them right here. Right, yep. It calls the Echoes of the Fallen and the Rising Tide. I think I should click on these and show you. Basically sunsets on the land of Cezze, strange dark crystals, black, blah, 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 and new story quests unlock conditions, new quests available, unlock origin as destination of the world map, and completing the quest where's there's a will and priceless. And those, I think, are side quests. So in particular. And I also did get weapons from the DLC as well. I got those early, if I remember correctly. You only pick those up later. And then the Rising Tides, which comes with its own icon and its own thing. And this one, I think, is bigger than the other one because this one has you going back to their origin. So when I complete the main story, back to my origin. So once back to origin is complete, and make for origin is also complete, and the other two side quests. So yeah. They're all connected to the story in some way, I guess. Did start the echoes because of the Buster Sword, yeah. I just wanted to get the bundle and just get it like all packaged together because I knew I wanted to play this game in full. Okay, I feel like I have to play it. You do not have to. I feel like you don't have to. It's totally up to like opinions to do it because I don't think the game, from what seems like what the DLC is even telling me, is that this game's not going to end when I complete it. Like it'll say, "Oh, you completed the main story," and then there'll be other stuff to do, and it'll probably be one of those games. It'll probably like say it and be like, "Oh, you have other things to do," blah blah blah. But yeah, the Echo one in particular, I think is just some other crystal things happen, so it's not too much of a thing. But the Rising Tide seems like it's its own story. It has like a little bit of extra story to it, so it seems like a really substantial DLC.
Who'd you think?
Did you finish the hunt board yet? No. Actually, real quick, let me go talk to Mark again. I can show you my hunt board. Because I know for a fact that all I have left is S quests.
So you are content to Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison.
Yeah, I gotta go look at the hunt board real quick, but
You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach.
I think I only have like
Thank you
S rank
so much
ones
for your
left.
help.
Yeah, all the S ones I still have not touched because they have question marks on their locations.
Father-like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier.
I'm willing to do them if I know the location of them, but
in fermenting rebellion.
I thought, and the sad part is, I thought I would unlock those
Seems to have a way with people.
if I went through the entirety of Waylude.
Anyway,
But I did not.
Our mutual
So,
friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Yeah.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive.
I'm on my way.
I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Okay, now that conversation's done, let me head back to the world map real quick. Not with the headache, since you have to fight it anyway. Might as well look them up. Just my opinion, though. Gotcha. I don't mind looking their locations up. I wouldn't mind doing that. But usually they would appear on the thing and give me the location and be like, okay. But usually, if I remember correctly, they don't show the locations. And I don't know why they don't. I'm not sure if it's because I haven't found the locations where they are, or maybe they're just mysteriously. Yeah, here we go. We got yeah, mystery location, S rank. Mystery location. That's it. Everything else is done. Everything else is pretty easy because I just had to, like, you know. I think I can only remember where one of them is. I searched for so long on my first playthrough. Gotcha. S ranks are truly mini bosses. Okay, so they actually have full health bars. We're talking. I wouldn't mind knowing where the locations of them are. It gives me a chance to fight them and increase my reward thingy up there. Sorry for I didn't answer your question earlier, Kuj. I was just, you know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing the locations of these things. I think honestly, if you just give me, I think the general locations, and even if I haven't discovered it, then it'll just be kind of like discoverable. So we got to break up the world. Okay, except in the clues, gotcha. From all curse breakers due to a discovery of the fallen giant in the Rosarian ruins. You just better look in the locations up. Gotcha. Alright, I will probably do that at some point. I want to get the side quests done, and then we can definitely work on this. Once I get all the side quests done. Because I know for a fact the moment I enter the, trying to get to the regular map. The moment I enter this right here, sorry. My brain becomes buns. Once I enter the origin, I won't be able to come out of the origin, I feel like, because it's probably going to be like a tower-based thing like before. Just a guess. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll complete every side quest. I'll come back here. I'll come back there and I'll look, or I'll just come to the general map and look them all up from there. So we gotta go this way. Okay, we gotta go that way and that way. Okay. Let's finish up some stuff in Northreach then. Yeah, if you just Google their names and locations and images, you can find with less spoilers. Okay, well. I totally understand that. I'm not too worried about I don't think spoilers. Not too much, I guess. Oh. This is something we're gonna have to fight.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Alright, let's have some fun then. I just fired it off right here. I'll do a light one. I love using those. That gives me or Bahamut stuff. Oh, this guy's a lot better for health. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I will definitely deal with those S ranks before we go into the origin. Unless
Clive, it's me.
unless some of those S ranks are in the origin, then I don't know.
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Greta, I'm actually using right now. I'm using
From the north last time. We might be able to fend off
I'm
the
using
same from one side
Bahamut,
or the other, but from both.
Odin, and Shiva. It is
I
the
should
ice
probably go
one.
and have a look though, just to be sure.
I kind of just like went like around.
I want you there just in case.
Kind of like in this like in terms of icons, I went in circle as I got them
On the townspeople.
to kind of just like use them more. But at some point, I'm probably gonna switch. I'm gonna make a different combination.
This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of.
Yeah, it's interesting to try different combos and try different like things. I want to try everything as I get it. Because keep in mind, you get the two icons you get the latest. Honestly, those two icons in particular, you don't get too much time with at all because you're close to the end of the game, unless you're doing a bunch of side quests and stuff. So it's my opportunity to use Odin and use Shiva or Shiva more.
Listen to me, Sabine.
And then towards the end of the game, when I'm kind of done with it, I don't have to use Bahamut. I don't have to use Shiva or Odin at all if I don't want to, or I can switch it back to the other ones I want to. If I had to pick favorites, I would say my favorite icons would be Bahamut. Definitely, I do enjoy Bahamut because sure, my three was Phoenix, Titan, Shiva. Okay, that makes sense. Shiva is great to use as well. But my damage output high, when it came to like what combination I used, was, if I remember correctly, was the Storm one, the Titan, and then I think it was Bahamut. It was Bahamut. It was Storm, Titan, and then Bahamut. Like those three, if you combine them correctly and use the correct thing, you could do massive damage. Like when I had that 3 combo, I was doing massive more damage than you can think.
You will hold your tongue, whore. You may have filled
What?
my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to
I was that crazy dude to run Phoenix,
I hope they are your
Bahamut, Odin. Honestly, that would make sense. I would not be surprised if someone used that combo, actually. Odin's great if you want to,
Yes, I know who you are. The
Yeah.
slut of Twinside who bedded a branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Oh, fuck. No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun.
We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand.
oh my
Did you hear
god.
me? That was an order.
This man is,
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together.
Yeah.
For Northreach.
For Northreach.
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gate.
So I think I'm gonna keep using the combo I currently have until I go back and I want to just pick what combo I want towards the end of the game. That's kind of where
She
I'm gonna.
is but a common whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Who would keep following like a noble dude like that?
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part.
Wow, does the better
still work
chop
for
a
numbers.
defense than the noble
Unlike
guy
the
did.
enemy, I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
I would say my favorite combo has to be that combo that I made up with the high damage right there. I have to go remember the name of the storm one, but I think it's Tempest or something like that.
Hold them all back. I should be able to thin the herd.
There's like Tempest, Titan, and Bahamut. That combination is deadly if done correctly.
Till then, madame.
I think I was able to achieve 100,000. I think close to 100,000 damage with that combo, if done correctly.
We can take refuge in the barracks. We'll be safe there.
But it would have to be like done like really correctly. So like the moment the shield goes down, you have to use everything, and that's not including the Bahamut square ability I have. Because that could just be added later and still do extra damage after that to the shield. So for now, I'm just going to use this combo, and then we're going to... Towards when I get to the origin, I'm going to switch out some stuff.
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I could just do this. Let's bring them together. Come on. Press R1 at the right time, let him attack me. And then just do this. Even then I could probably just do this.
Is it over? No. It's only just begun.
Ah, there's the big fella. I was looking for you. But first things first, these things need to be dealt with. Ooh. Ooh, I got hit there. That's fine. Let's get rid of that shield. Ooh, I did not want to do that. Actually, cancel that. Where is it? I need the blade out. I gotta remember what button that was. Yeah, with this one it's a bit harder. Like with Odin, it's like a bit harder to like know when to do what damage you need to do. Like with this one, I need to make sure I have the third ability activated before the shield goes down. So I deal maximum amount of damage. And then this combo. Yeah, it doesn't do as near much damage before the shield goes down. Still a good amount of damage, but it's like... It's what I can achievably achieve before that shield goes down. Yeah, the main goal is to get that third ability activated before you get the shield down. With Odin in particular, I think. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe, I don't know. I do my best. Also, I've been saving my little points up there, as you've noticed my skill points, because I don't want to distribute too many of them.
That looks to be the last of them.
In a specific location, and then realize, oh, I'm out of skill points for something I might need.
Come on, Toggle.
I'm assuming, yes, that'll make the game more difficult for me, but... But, I played a lot of difficult games, so... Trust me, The Witcher has been difficult. That has been...
Clive, it's good to see you. And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
That I have to do research on, and I have to do certain things so I can level properly.
Nothing the girls at the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right.
Yep.
And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them.
Mm-hmm.
By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again, as did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens.
Yep.
I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for
Oop, that went by fast.
but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it.
Yeah. I looked looked over, it's a Pokecatch, and then it automatically said that you weren't able to catch it.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of
Trust me,
relief.
you'll have plenty of
Today there
opportunities to
are
catch
more than
any
ever
Pokemon you want here. Sometimes it just won't appear, sometimes it has appeared, so.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not
They
men
may
like me
want
who
peace.
should lead
I
the
just
realm,
want nachos.
but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd
Look, I would
listened
like
to
it a
her
good
when I had
amount
the
of
chance.
nachos as anyone,
Saying
but
so, milady.
I don't have nachos too often.
Dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together.
Whenever I
And that
get the
goes for you,
opportunity,
too.
I do get
You're
some
one of us
nachos.
now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning, not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well,
Yeah,
there's nothing more to be
it's
done here.
it's been a while since I
We
had
should see
some
if Isabel
nachos.
needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
Hey, there we go. But we're not gonna worry about doing that. We're gonna focus on. I think you could just travel here and then just ride up that way. My goal is to do all side quests before we head back to the. Well. Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Hi, sorry about that. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, up this way. Excuse me, beans. I don't need to fight you right now.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not.
Or maybe not. Oh.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Yeah, you can.
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Yeah, you giant lizard.
Too slow. Let's try.
One giant lizard down.
Ember, are you... Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
A chest. Ooh, what's in it? A bracelet. I'll probably never use. back to Northreach. Oh, let me see. Okay. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
I could give you another elixir, but what you really need is a bed.
Wait, Crest Project is currently restricted for what? I'm trying to like, out of what? Do I have to do another part of this side quest?
Will you lend me a hand? They're still injured in the markets.
Just a little further.
This the last one?
Wonder what was restricted by, I guess. I don't know.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Sure, yes, we'll listen to a long story.
Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last.
Oh, damn.
Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Yeah.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
Damn, we're learning more and more about the lore of this game, I guess.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will
Also with this DLC, I did get my hands on
but our efforts will be rewarded.
Elden Ring Night Rain, which I don't know when we're going to be playing that, so
Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this
potentially
town.
tomorrow, maybe? I don't know.
Home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
If I am playing it tomorrow, I usually don't stream certain games. unless, you know, most of my things are set scheduled, so. Hey, I'll take that. This is what I need for the, specific crafting materials. Another display. Yeah.
This the last one?
Thank
Just
you.
a little further.
Yeah, or you can go.
Will you lend me a hand? They're still injured in the
Getting my hands on that is a... I think I need like 4 of those. For like a weapon. 1 weapon. I think in sets of equipment.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
Apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course.
Would I agree?
We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway.
Welcome in, Slim.
Leave my sight.
Oh, welcome back.
Yes, Sergeant.
I like how the metal pipe happened after this.
Won't be an easy decision.
That's hilarious. I don't know why the metal pipe sound happened and then that happened. Maybe some delay. Okay, I need to go to the world map. Thank you. Okay, we have that one in the hideaway. We'll wait on that. I need to do... Like, there's like 5 quests to do. Okay. Let's start with this one. Go to the inn. Do that one. See if it leads somewhere else. If it leads somewhere else, we move to that location instead, or yeah, depending on where it is.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in Lubal's
Driving home from work. You ready to play tomorrow? Yeah, I should be, hopefully.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, 2, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship
Yeah, I already got the normal
ostracized
version.
forever.
So,
But I can't take them with me
you're all
either.
good. I literally have it already
Think of only one
pre-downloaded
place
already,
where they are
so...
certain to be safe and provided for and
Unless I have to do another download.
the hideaway.
I highly doubt it. Of course.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Damn.
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men.
You're gonna do it tonight,
Akashic may
gotcha.
strike at any moment. We We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
I should have time tomorrow morning to play. I still have Final. I'm still gonna be playing Final Fantasy VII though for stream tomorrow.
Tell them to prepare for a
And I got
full and
work.
immediate
And,
evacuation. Understood. I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
What's an
Okay.
Have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to evacuate.
So which way do I have to?
Know your place.
So,
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
stop arguing over a barrier. It's like every single time a barrier is mentioned, oh, you're a bad person. You're a barrier.
What do you want,
Like,
Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected.
unmessage it.
A great honor
I
for
think
one of
that
his kind.
the whole plot of this area,
One he might well
you
feel
all
is
deserve to
grieved
just
having
go
been denied.
at this point. If
Lord
you,
Underhill,
if the person that you trusted is a bearer,
evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither therefore.
so bearers can't be trusted. That is so stupid. That thought process is so stupid.
Ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Yeah, okay, stay here and die then.
You're making a mistake.
I'm sorry, these people are just stupid. Like this whole plot thing
Our
with
words
this.
will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Verda.
Being one of us, and you're lying now.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor?
Raving about now.
Lord Verda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Verda! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
Who would believe a bear?
Wouldn't you, bearer?
Why is bear so hated?
Your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
What is wrong with these people? Holy jeez, are bears that hated?
Wait, someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Now you're hurting kids. Now I see what you're doing. Fucking dummy people. Jeez Christ. I remember being so frustrated at fucking a bunch of NPCs.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
Wow. Kids with good words. Good smarts.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to
You
explain
want
the
to listen.
situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs.
Drive back the
I
Akashic.
count on the support of the town guard.
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda.
if you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalimil will not be safe until it is eradicated root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalimil.
Well, these side things are taking longer than I thought, but that's fine.
Looks like everyone's ready.
I want to play, I want to enjoy a game as long as I can. So when I'm done, I can feel a bit satisfied. I mean, it sounds like a...
Fly, Ambrosia.
There it is. The flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
We're at to find out. Oh, this one won't go down. It's taking away. Oh, what the? Wow, that's bull. God damn. I go too far away and it's like, oh, let's regain health. Get in here and find all the...
We can't leave a single one alive.
Yep. Alright, where's the mage? As soon as I saw that defensive thing up, I was like, I'm going to the mage. That doesn't happen again. Oh, there's another one. Thank you. Thank you for revealing your location. Let's clear out like that. dealt with that. Any more minions left? Okay, nothing. I might change it up a little bit. Activate these first. I can switch to this. Press the circle button, hold down the button. Didn't do too much damage after that, though.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
Yeah, let's go see how everyone else is doing. Sometime later.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps. Lubo, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends,
Yeah, no
the Horde
problem.
has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Yeah.
Allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
Don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Who should?
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start.
True.
Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly,
will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalamil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen.
Okay, I probably have to get going now, actually, after this. I have food to get to. Sorry to close a bit early again, and come very late, but
We agree to your conditions.
I'm gonna finish this little story bit, and then I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna raid out.
That you continue to work for
But
the good of
we'll be back on normal schedules tomorrow, so.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
Special hat. I don't think mayors get hats.
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalamil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Is that maybe some orichalcum?
Lubo. About the children. Fear not. You are, of course, relieved of your responsibility.
You're live. Oh, no problem, Moose. Yeah, you get very lucky this time. I don't usually stream this later, so.
You will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalamil. I'll do my best.
Yeah, the voice thing keeps tracking when I move the mic thing, so that's convenience. Sadly, that means I'll be extending Final Fantasy 16 a little bit further than I thought, so that's fine. Come on. Nope. Didn't give me that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me... I gotta get straight to it. I gotta save. Alright. That was more Final Fantasy 16. Yay. But I was able to squeeze in another 2-hour stream, so... Hope you all have an amazing day. I will get you rated out and going. Let me... Let's see. Sure, now I'll just go here. Why is it stop being a dummy? Do your thing.
I love you.
I love you too. Alright, I'm gonna make sure I get set up here for you guys. Alright, we're gonna go stop again over at yeah, no problem, Moose. We're gonna go check out Jelly Duck. He's come by stream now and then, and he's also, amazing streamer. He does his own artwork, and he apparently also is now doing his own music. He might be composing music here right now. That's what he's doing. So yeah, he does his own things. He has his own art stuff, and he's also part music composer now. So go check him out. Go show him appreciation, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully for Final Fantasy VII remake. More of that, and also potentially tomorrow morning with some Elden Ring Night Rain with Slim Thuggin. Go check out Slim Thuggin. I'll be there with him probably tomorrow morning, maybe. We'll see. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay hydrated. Bye bye.